Well, hello. I was able to make it back home. I had a few problems. I just got my phone back. My phone died out there, and I was unable to video anything else. Couldn't get back on here, and there was some kind of problem with the phone, so it took me almost 2 weeks to get a new phone. But I'm here. I made it back home. I'm now knitting baby booties for some friends at work. They're about to have babies. But I'll tell you. Okay, so I was able to go right at 90 miles. A little bit over if you count the 4 miles going into North Troy. I did run into problems and my hike kind of fell apart there at the end. I was having a few problems. My feet started sloughing off and they were getting real sore. It was that new skin on the bottom. Then my phone started going to crap, and I hate not being able to videotape. I lost my the head that holds my phone onto my tripod, so I couldn't do any more tripod stuff. It was just getting miserable, but it was a really, really nice hike. I enjoyed it immensely. I was able to, as you saw by that last video, I'm sorry that I haven't been able to update before now, but with my phone going, a hint, if you use an iPhone, turn off Find Your iPhone, because my problem was when my phone died, I couldn't use the touchpad. It just died on me, and Verizon wouldn't turn in my phone because I couldn't turn off my Find Your iPhone feature, and that's what took 2 weeks. They finally just sent me a phone, just counted it to zero and just sent me a phone, said here. And so I've turned that feature off. I never used it to find my iPhone. I never used it. But you have to be able to turn that off. And if you're having problems with your phone, you can't do it. So anyway, there was a few things I was going to go over that I was having problems on my trip. One of them was my stove. I did have problems with my stove. So let me show you the stoves that I'm talking about. There's more baby booties. I'm really making way too many baby booties, but there's plenty of people having babies. So anyway, these were the two. I took this one. Now this one cost $80. And really I was unimpressed with it. This one I got off Wish. This one I used the entire time while I was on the AT, and it's still good. It's still really good. It still sparks, as you can see. Well, it did one time. And this one has its spark there somewhere. But anyway, those are the two. This one costs $25. This one costs $80. I'm going to put it on this so you can see what's going on. I've seen these for sale at a outfitter that was in Pennsylvania, and it was $25. Exact same one. I think I paid $25. This one I bought in North Carolina at the outfitter, and it was $80, the Snow Peak. Okay, here you go. Here's a new tank. I'm gonna pull this off. Yeah, it's got plenty in it. I'll put this one on first and see how it does. I just put it on, it just leaked all over the place, but it's on. I mean, I can't blame it for that. I guess I didn't have it didn't turn it off. I never had that problem with the other one, but we'll see here. Turn it on. And there it goes. I'll try to turn it down a little bit. Okay, and that's that one. Let's turn it off. This one on. I didn't have any of the leakage like I had with the other one. It has smaller tines. That other one, those tines got hot again, as usual. But I knew it this time, so I didn't burn my fingers. Anyway, I put a little gas on, and there it is. It popped right on. I just like it. I mean, look, it's not gassing all over the place. It's not doing its thing. It's just there. And you can turn it up as much as you want or down or whatever. I mean, it's just a lot better one. This one lasted 6 months. I've already used it 6 months on the trail. This one, I used 1 week, 10 days, 11 days, and it was giving me all kind of fits. If there was a way to get money back on that one, I would. This one, I love this one. Two of those. I love this one. Do not like this one. Oh, by the way, they confiscated my gas. I'd bought 2 canisters when I was up there, and I left one in my pack. When I got home, I had a notice saying they had taken it out of my pack. I messed up. I shouldn't have brought it with me. You don't fly with these. Now they come with these cases, and when I backpack, I don't take the case. I wrap it in a glove or a sock or something inside the pot, so it's nice and quiet. But yeah, I really love this one. Another thing I was having issues was I was putting too much water in my pot because I couldn't figure it out because I had a different pot last time. Turn some lights on. And anyway, right now I have 3 different containers. I have this one, which I took with me. I have a smaller one here. And then I also have this, which I'll open it up and I'll show you all 3 and show you the differences. Okay, this is the one I took this time, and just consists of this and a top, and I put everything in it. But you see, I burned it one time. I burned something in there, and it did that. I need to clean it. And plus, it was getting this ring. There was a ring right there. You see it? And it was coming from that aluminum container, sitting in this stainless steel can. This stuff I make. It's really easy to make. You just get some metal tape, and you buy this stuff at Lowe's, and you just roll it and cut it, and then put some that metal tape on it. Works great, and you can actually make a top. I didn't want a top this time because it was kind of a pain. It was kind of bulky, and I had this lid. Last time I didn't have a lid, and I had the lid. That was fine. That was good enough for me this time. I do like this mesh bag because it holds everything together in it. Once you got it there, you put it in the mesh bag. I like that. Now this one I like a little bit better because it's not quite as big, and it'll probably take less water, but it's the exact same pot. I think you could probably even, let's see, I bet this one would fit inside this one. Yeah, it does. Look at that, it fits inside. I guess I could carry them both, but you know, it starts to get a little heavy, you know? Let's see. I'm gonna turn this thing on, see what it does. I mean, that's 629 grams. You know, you take this thing out, and it's 300 grams, so it's twice the weight if you use both pots. Do you really need both pots? I don't know. Now this is a very interesting in that it's got a lid, 2 lids, and a cup, 2 cups, and it's got this pot, and a pan. So if you really want to do some cooking, then there you go. I kind of like that one. If I was camping, I would probably use that. Anyway, I've got it, and there it is. But this time, I wasn't used to such a big pot, and I was starting to use too much water. It was kind of messing up my ability to cook good meals. Also, this is my dehydrator, and it has all these different levels to it. You can put it so you can cook a lot. It's a really good dehydrator. It works great. It's a Nesco Professional. Now, this time I did dehydrate some. I did dehydrate some chicken, and I think I have it in here. But you know what? I didn't like the chicken. I thought the chicken was a little hard, but this is it. It was just canned chicken. I just took it out of here, put it in the dehydrator. I washed it off to get all the fat off, and I just put it in there, and it didn't take long. It took less than a day, a few hours, like 6 hours. It was dry as a bone. Threw it in the bag. It was no weight. And I did throw it in to do it, but I thought it was a little chewy, a little hard. Maybe I just didn't dehydrate it long enough. Something I got to work on. But one thing I did notice was My mental attitude got a little weird out there, and that was from, I'm pretty sure, from the food I was eating. I had taken all the food, here, I got it up here. I'd taken all the food that I had at the end of my hike last time, and I was keeping it in a box. But it was all this stuff. There's powdered milk, I think, or whatever. But, you know, it was stuff that I don't normally eat. I don't normally eat grits. I don't normally eat ramen. I don't normally eat those other things. And so I think it was because I changed my diet that I was having mental issues out there and that I was getting a little depressed. And I also was not working out. I wasn't stretching any before I went walking every day. Stupid. You know, I was, you know, taking the right, I keep forgetting what it is, but I was taking magnesium and all that stuff. So that was there. But I need to start to get a stretch routine, and I need to still work on a better diet out there. Now, I did love the cold brew coffee, and I will not be taking the other instant coffee anymore. I will only take that one and drink it in the morning, and then I'm done. Anyway, be right back. Okay, now this time I did use the hammock, and I used these stakes. And these stakes I find don't bend. They're the ones that are they're really cheap. They're fairly light. I usually take the shepherd hooks because they're lighter, and I use those for my tent. But because that tarp was involved, I changed to these. And these, now this one I did bend, but I bent that on my tent doing something last year. But I had these, and then I switched them out and used the shepherd hooks during my AT hike. But these seem a lot better. They worked really well. I also used, you know, because I was, of course, using YouTube. I'm sorry, let me go in here a second. I also used, oh, my bad, I need to make it. I used this, and this was my, there's not enough light in here. This was my cord that I used to put up my tarp on top of my hammock. I'm sorry. And it worked great. I mean, that thing took 2 seconds to throw out. It worked good. I mean, it had certain knots, like there's a little knot right there holding that, right? You just pull it out from under there, it falls right out. I mean, you just curl it up between your hand and your finger, and there it is. That thing's ready to go. Doesn't weigh much. It's got these press-it knots right here, and I could use them on my bug net to hold my bug net up. That thing worked really good. I enjoyed the hammock this time. I don't have an underquilt, but I didn't really need an underquilt this time. I still liked my blow-up pad because, well, you know, a blow-up pad I can use in the shelters. Yeah, that's the only way to go, man, because then you can do both. It was fine. Now, if it was winter, maybe it would be a different problem. I don't know. Like I said, this is my first trip with the hammock. I did enjoy the hammock. It was very comfortable. It was more comfortable than the tent. There was less privacy than the tent, and all my stuff was on the ground, and so I'm going to have to make something to pick all my gear up if I keep on using the hammock. I did enjoy it. I think I might even like to use it. Now, I'm 6 foot tall and fairly large guy. I'm 200 and something pounds, 250 pounds. I did lose 12 pounds on this trip. But since I've been back, I've gained 5 back, just like that. But I did lose weight on this. The hammock was plenty fine. It was just fine for me. Anyway, be right back. Now, Bella missed me. Didn't you, Bella? Did you miss me? Yes. You ready to play? If I put my finger down there, she might bite me because she's ready to play. When she gets in playful mood, you do not want to mess with this cat. Yes.